Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm just super excited to be making a crazy beat for you guys. I'm going to be making the sample completely from scratch, and then we'll also slap on some crazy drums so the beat's gonna go super hard. So make sure you guys stay to the end of the video to hear the full beat, but here's just a quick preview. So I'm actually going to start off with this harp right here from Sonoscore. If you just go into this preset section right here and pick this Happy Harmonics harp, this is basically the best one you've got in here. It sounds crazy. So for the BPM, we're going to go down to about 123, and the scale is going to be C minor for this one. So we're actually going to start off on the root note of the scale. We're going to start on this C and make a normal minor chord like usual. Then we're just going to paste this over and pitch it down by 7 semitones. And then we just want to copy this over again. So we'll have the same chord playing right here. Copy this over, but this time we're going to pitch it down by 5 semitones. So now we have something like this. So this is starting to sound nice. So that's basically the chord progression. Now I just want to copy the last note right here. And then I'm also going to copy this F4 right here and pitch it up by 1 octave. So this is a super catchy chord progression you guys can use as well. But we definitely want to add some movement to the harp. So I'm going to strum some of the notes. So I'll start off by pushing this D sharp a bit out and also this G5 right here. So for this chord right here, I definitely want to add some more notes so we can make it a bit more flowy. So I'm just going to shift this over and this as well. But now we're going to focus on these half steps so we can go for a more darker vibe. Maybe something like this. Yeah, so this sounds super catchy. Now I'm just going to copy the same chord right here. Maybe we can add something more on the top right here. So now we're seriously starting to build something nice. I definitely want to add some more movement to this last chord though. So I'm going to do something similar to what we did on this part right here with the movement so the notes are kind of flowing together. Again, focusing on the half steps right here, but I'm going to try to add some more notes so we can have a bit more movement for the last section. Now I'm just going to copy this over, randomize the velocity and some of the panning as well. So that's pretty much the harp down. Now I definitely just want to add some effects to this. So I'm going to start off with the EQ. Cut out some of the frequencies I don't really want. Now just add a roam as well. Make it super ambient. About 32% should be nice. Then I'm actually going to add a guitar rig as well. I'm just going to be using this older days preset right here. Just make sure you turn off the first 2 effects right here. And then you also want to turn the gain up a bit. This sounds nice. So people actually only use guitar rig on guitar, but it's actually a super nice effect you can use on any instruments. As long as you can go through the presets and find something that sounds nice, it can seriously work on any instrument. So just make sure you try it out. Just some tape as well. Now I just want to fill out the melody a bit more, so I'm just going to add this postcard piano right here. So I think I'm actually just going to be using the root notes of the melody like this, and then just add a chord on each one. But instead of having all these triads right here, I'm just going to invert these middle notes like this and copy this over. So now I'm just going to strum it a bit more than usual as well and see how it sounds. Yeah, this is nice. So now this drum piano right here actually makes it sound a bit more realistic, which is super nice. But we definitely want to add some effects to the piano so it's not too harsh. Start off with some EQ. You know, it sounds super dark with this roam right here. Alright, so the next thing I want to add is just a vocal. We're going to have this vocal in the background so it kind of fills out the sample, but we definitely don't want to overdo it, so it's literally just going to be in the background to basically be like a texture. So I'm going to use this from the Skies Bank in Distant Voices. I want to add a lot of EQ, like I said, just to have it in the background. Great, so now we have the harp, the piano, and the vocal. The last things I want to add is definitely a counter melody that's going to separate from all the other elements. And then we'll also just add some textures that's going to be a bit more ear candy for this sample. So I just opened up this Gypsy Romantic Violin in Balkan Ethnic Orchestra. So I'm actually just going to play around with it and see if I can find a nice sounding counter melody that's going to separate it a bit from the different parts. So since I play this live on my keyboard, I definitely want to quantize it a bit, but I don't want it to be too much on grid because then it's not going to sound realistic. So something like this is actually completely fine. It doesn't have to be all on grid, but it can be a bit offset either before or after. But something like this is a bit too much, so I definitely need to add this one on grid. And especially because it's the first note hitting on the second part as well. So if you guys want to make a similar counter melody like this, it's actually very simple to make. You don't have to write it in yourself. You can actually just do it on the keyboard as well. So basically all I do is I start on the root note of the melody, which in this case is this C, and then I go up to this G sharp right here, and I hit a second note right here. So it's basically two notes in between right here. And then for this part, I again go for the one note like I did on this first part right here. But now instead of going for the C, I actually go one note above in the scale, which is this D. The reason why I do this is because on this last part right here, I can focus on these half steps right here. So I can go from this D to the D sharp. Then I kind of switch it up. I want to have three notes playing right here because it's going to build momentum for the second part. Now on the second part, you basically follow the same steps you did on the first part, but we're actually going to adjust some of the notes. So on this third part, for example, I actually had this D playing, but on the second part I had a D sharp playing. So just adjust some of the notes until it sounds nice, and you definitely have a good sounding counter melody. So now we literally have all the elements down. I just want to add a texture. So I'm just going to go into my No Limit drum kit and go to the effects map. Then I'll just look through these textures. And so then I think I'm going to go for this storm texture right here. So just put it in your playlist. Make sure to time stretch it on time like this. And then just lower the volume a bit. So now I'm just going to pitch around the sample and see what sounds nice. Yeah, I like this. That's pretty much the sample, guys. Now let's get on to the drums. So for the drums, I literally want to go for a crazy bounce this time. I'm gonna start off with the open hat, go for this start one right here. So I'm actually gonna go for like a fading type of start on the open hat. So I'm just gonna put one right here, here, and here. So I'm just gonna highlight these last two, and then we're gonna turn the velocity down like this. So this is gonna make it sound like it's fading out. So now for the claps, I'm gonna go for this go-to clap. It's literally my go-to clap, it's in the name. Now for the open hat, I'm gonna go with this clean sounding hi-hat right here. And then I'm actually just gonna pick one of my midis from my drum kit. I'm gonna try this on me one right here. Yeah, I think this fits nicely. Now let's go for these snares. Add some perks as well, just for some more bounce. Then I'm gonna go with this reverse open hat right here. Make sure to just put it before the clap right here. Now for the 808, I think I'm gonna use this gear one right here. Just drag it in and boost it a tiny bit. But I also want to adjust the out knob. I'm actually gonna do a triplet on the 808. I think it's gonna sound crazy. Oh, this is crazy. This beat definitely turned out super hard, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to go check out the No Limit drum kit using the link down below. You can also check out my sample packs and my website. Besides that, that's pretty much it from me, and I hope you guys enjoyed the full beat.
Shut up, Marco. Marco?